Welcome to Roughing the Taker. And today, we need to have a serious conversation about Trevor Lawrence. The Jags quarterback right now. He's hurt. He actually came back as we speak, and they're losing to the Texans, of course. But the one-time biggest recruit in NFL history, I think we need to start considering him a bust. Let's take it to the Underworld to see why. When Trevor Lawrence first came into the league, there were many scouting reports out there saying he's the greatest QB prospect ever, or at least since Peyton Manning came into the league. But through 4 years in the league, Trevor Lawrence has struggled, to say the least. Now, he did have that one amazing playoff comeback against the Chargers.
Likely on Kansas City. Here we go for the win. Got it, but there's a flag down. There's a flag down as everybody's running out onto the field, but there's a penalty marker. That is unbelievable.
Ever since then, it's been not a whole lot, you know? Let's play a little game I like to call Guess This Quarterback. So first I'll give you Trevor Lawrence's stats throughout his career, his first 4 years playing. He has 69 touchdowns, 45 interceptions, 13,744 yards, and one Pro Bowl. His record during those years, 22-37. Now, can you guess this? I'll even give you a hint. Early 2000s quarterback. All right, early 2000s. Let's look at his stats. This quarterback went 77 touchdowns in his first 4 years of playing. 77 touchdowns, 46 interceptions, 14,424 yards, and also one Pro Bowl. This is his first 4 years of playing, not his first 4 years in the league. As a full-time starter, I should say. Can you guess that quarterback? Now that quarterback that you're thinking, that's Matt Schaub. Pretty much the quarterback who described, he was the definition of mediocrity in the early aughts. Matt Schaub, I can't really think of a guy more mediocre. But if you want to come up with another one, I have another one. Can you guess this quarterback? Let's go over his stats. 72 touchdowns, 50 interceptions, 11,804 yards. His record during those first 4 years of starting, 30-18. Can you guess this quarterback? Well, that quarterback would be Brad Johnson. Super Bowl winning Brad Johnson, but still no one thinks of Brad Johnson as a great quarterback. Now, this isn't to say that Trevor Lawrence is the worst quarterback of all time. He most certainly is not the worst quarterback of all time. But when I heard Trevor Lawrence, saw him in college, in high school, he didn't lose a game. In college, lost one single game. I was thinking, this is Tom Brady times 2. He's got more skill than Brady. He's got more winning than Brady. He's going to be better than Peyton Manning throwing the ball. All of these things flooded into my brain. And I kind of let him go his first year, his rookie year. The Jaguars were awful. It wasn't his fault at all. Second year, he comes back, makes the playoffs, has that great comeback. I'm like, all right, he's taking off now. Third and fourth year, fell flat on his face. Started off 8-3 last year, just collapsed. And I know he's been hurt, but this is the guy who we were told that he was the savior of quarterbacks, that he was going to be the next guy. He hasn't been that. We're in year 4. He hasn't made that huge leap up. And if he was a regular prospect, I would say, yeah, he's a solid quarterback. You want him on your team. But I think with all the hype that surrounded him, we have to start considering him a bust. At least somewhat of a bust. Because that'd be like LeBron James throughout his first 4 years playing like, I don't know, like RJ Barrett or someone like that. Maybe like a Drew Holiday or something. LeBron James brought to us as the savior of basketball, the next MJ. Trevor Lawrence was pretty much the same prospect, and he just is not that. He's not that right now. And it could have been playing in Jacksonville. Maybe he needs a new team to shake it up. Jacksonville could really ruin you down there. But right now, as I see it, he's not a great quarterback, you know? He's had talent around him too. Calvin Ridley was a great talent. Travis Etienne's a great talent. Evan Ingram's a very good tight end. Could be a little bit better, but he's a pretty good tight end. My biggest problem with Trevor Lawrence right now is he's just not winning. That was his thing. He doesn't lose. And for some of his career, it wasn't all his fault. But recently, it has more and more been his fault. He makes stupid plays. He reminds me of Carson Wentz after Foles won the Super Bowl. Just like trying to make these plays. You see some athletic ability, you see some great talent, but he's just trying to do too much. He's making dumb plays. That's kind of where I see Trevor Lawrence, and if things don't switch in a quick way, he could be the next Carson Wentz without the Super Bowl ring, the by facto Super Bowl ring. Things to watch next year because the Jag season is already over. I'm interested to see what they do with Doug Collins. I'm interested to see who they bring in. All of these are big factors. Their defense needs to get way better. Their defense is shit. It's like Swiss cheese. Detroit had 52 on them not too long ago. So it's not all Trevor Lawrence's fault, but I think we need to really start considering Trevor Lawrence a bust. And the taker will leave you with that. That's his take. Have a good day. Oh yeah, and as I'm talking about him being a bust, he pretty much gets knocked out on the next play. Absolutely clobbered. Just destroyed by Aziz Al-Shair. Just clobbered. Tuaing, posturing. Looks horrible. Who knows if he recovers from that. All best prayers for Trevor Lawrence, but that was a rough hit. Rough hit. Might be a bust. Just think about it.